Hey y'all, Nev here from One Deal Away, and it's a beautiful Saturday. It's going to be in the 60s, sunny. It's already warm. As you can see, I'm only wearing a vest. Eventually, it will probably come off as I'm here in the yard. And so why am I here in the yard? Like what it is that I'm doing? Well, I have this beautiful yard that I have spent the last year or so really improving and doing a lot of work, like putting in beds like that, putting the sod, and just really trying to make this a heaven, a slice of my own personal heaven, including the bike rack. It's right over there. So you know, the patio that we got going on. So, and yeah, you got to see I'm actually creating a little bit of a gym, an outdoor workout, because that guy over there is closed. So here's kind of some of the things that I am doing and planning to work on today to improve my yard, to improve my life, to get to play outdoors, to raise the equity of the property, and of course to start growing my own food. That is kind of what the plan is. So let me show you around. So here you have 1 and 2 planters, and you can see right over there. Let me see if I can zoom in. Yep, that's the garlic growing in. There's onions somewhere around there. We have some onions starting to grow, so that's kind of what's happening here. Now, obviously, this is just a nice walkway, and as you can see, there's quite a bit of grass area so that I can lounge, enjoy myself. But over here, I have a trellis, and I have a couple of plants right over there. This guy looks like he's dead, so I'm probably going to remove him and try to put in some climbing food stuff over here. And right over here, we also have one more plant. I don't know if you can see him, but he looks like he's dead too. So that gives me plenty of space right over here to actually put some food. And then behind it, as you will see, this is the bike rack. So it's sort of a multi-purpose thing going on. Now, one of the things that I've also noticed is that I wanted to grow more food, and while those guys over there, let me see if you can see them right over there, see those two, are pretty big, I realized that I can't grow as much of a food as I wanted to. And so here is kind of what I had thought of. I have all of these panels all the way around that are really, I mean, they're not being used as much. So my plan is to use the fence to actually put in vertical garden so that I can actually grow additional herbs, vegetables, fruits, and things that are going to sustain me over the upcoming months, and who knows, maybe even longer. That is kind of what the plan is to do here. Now, I do have a second thing that I'm also working on, and let me show you what that is. Right over here, you see this guy, and it's a bit dirty, needs to be cleaned up. It's a horse trough, yes. And I use that basically, I fill it up with water, and it ends up being my cold plunge. Now, it doesn't look all that pretty just this way. It's functional, but not very pretty. So my plan is to actually put in some plywood covers, build in around it, and really create this like a beautiful tub. Over here, I have right here, the black thing that you see is a rubber mat that I have put down, so some of the weights are going to come in. So this right here, when you can look at it from my patio, hold on, so that over there is going to be basically an ice tub for health reasons, and then a workout area. And then here, as you saw, these are my weights. I have a pull-up bar, so this really gives me a lot of things that I can do in my own backyard. Final piece is this patio that is still being worked on, as you can see. So it's being developed to be able to bring in, and that over there is actually a shelf that I am protecting right now, and that's gonna go in the kitchen for the spices and stuff. And look how beautiful this is. Look how beautiful this piece of wood is. Yeah, you can see it's still wet. This is the bottom, so that you already see some holes that were pre-drilled. So that's gonna go up shortly enough in the kitchen. There are going to be a few things that I'm going to need to obtain in order to build stuff. So for that guy over there, I'm gonna need some plywood, obviously, some 2x4 so that I can build a frame and a structure around it, so the tub is actually gonna sit in on it. Then the plywood is actually going to be cover so that stuff like this, let me show you what I'm talking about. You see, there's all kinds of gunk. There's a bird that pooped on it. Ew. So yeah, I'm gonna have to clean it up. Obviously, it's gonna put some cold water. I'm not gonna need to put a lot of ice these days because it's still pretty chilly outside. So it's going to stay nice and cold for a long time. I put some Epsom salt, and it's an amazing thing to come out here in the mornings, evenings, or throughout the day and just take a cold plunge. There's a lot of health benefits to it, so I like doing it. It invigorates, wakes up my body. I'm ready to go. And of course, when I'm working out, after a workout, having an ice plunge is going to be amazing, and that cover is going to prevent some of the things from going on. But for the back stuff, for the fence, for the garden, I'm gonna need to have some 2x1s to be able to build a frame so that it's not resting on the fence itself, but rather you see the pole right here and that one right there. So you're gonna have to actually build a frame on the inside of the fence to actually then hang the planters, fill it with soil, put the seedlings or the plants in to be able to actually grow it. And so it's going to be quite amazing when I'm done. So now we're going to shut off, get in the car, shut up, maybe listen to a podcast on the way to a hardware store, pick up some of the stuff, and then come back home, get busy, get this thing built out, and it's going to be amazing once it's done. So I'm really excited about. All right, here we go. We're on the road to go get some stuff. All right, y'all, here we are on the parking lot, and it seems like everybody has the same freaking idea. So the parking lot is filled. I've never seen this many people or this many cars since the virus thing started. But hopefully I'll be able to get in. It won't be a problem, and we'll be back on the road to get the work done. All right, y'all, so I am back from the store. As you can see, all of the stuff has gone off. I'm just having a t-shirt so that I don't burn, actually, because it is really warm. I have some supplies. Let me show you. All right, we got the drill and the measuring tape and all kinds of good stuff. We have the saw. Here's the lumber, the dirt, a lot more lumber. And I think I'm as ready as I'm ever gonna be. So I'm about to go get busy. All right, y'all. So as you can see behind me, we got the brackets up. Now it's time to build the boxes so we can actually put some stuff in it. Right, so the box is actually coming up pretty well. You can peek inside. As you can see, there's not much happening. It's just the channel. But one of the things that I ended up doing is drilling some holes underneath it. So it's all made out of wood, just because I kind of like that. You don't have to, you can use whatever you want. And then what I did is I drilled some holes underneath it. Let me show you. Let's see if you can see this. So that right there is a hole, then there is a hole. So I just kind of went up and down this to create holes. And holes at the bottom of this, make sure that it actually properly drains. So if it rains a lot, it doesn't kill whatever it is that I'm gonna plant into this. And what it does, it also drips into the bed that is actually right here going to be underneath it. So it sort of serves a dual purpose, is to pass the water down and then also drain this particular thing so that, you know, it stays alive.